try and give that to the people that are interested in it. So I want to go back out, but there's nothing to go back out on. We have 5 minutes. So does Murphy have a warrant? No, technically Murphy right now is just, he's in the ICU, quote unquote, under police custody. And I say quote unquote because we don't have a system yet like we used to. In 3.0, if a cop was, if someone was held in the ICU pending investigation, when they spawn back in tomorrow, or whenever they come out of the ICU, it would spawn them in the same ICU room that they were brought into originally, which is really cool. Because then we get a notification, hey, so-and-so's in the ICU, and then we knew to go and get them out of the ICU. We don't have the hospital still needs to get updated to kind of catch up to that currently. So right now the RP side of it is that he's in the ICU under police custody while they figure out what's going on, because we weren't going to bring a incapacitated guy to the the prison, you know what I mean? No, Slacks, I need you. Did 3.0 have a DA? Because right now cops seem like they kind of have to be DA at the moment. Okay. There is actually like a DA. So we used to have a DA. And I think right now we can hire lawyers to essentially do DA work, essentially. I don't really know how the new system's working. I know for police punishment, there's a system that is external from the PD, where the board is not an internal board. So it's not going to be a personal thing anymore. Now, if you do something wrong in the PD, an external board that is unrelated to the police department will sit down and they will review what charges you're facing. I have to sneeze. Oh, God. But yeah, right now, investigation-wise, I would normally... Oh, God. Dude, my allergies are fucking catching up to me. I just ordered... I just ordered a humidifier today because my place is so goddamn dry. I have an air purifier and it tells me the humidity in a room. Right now it says it is 21% humidity. That shit rough, man. It's cold as shit. Too dry, way too dry. I am fighting the urge with chapped lips all day today. I just ordered a big ass one and I gotta run out hopefully tomorrow and go buy some distilled water and just change that. I'm kind of at a point right now where I'm considering taking a pot of water and just boiling it on the stove. I don't know yet. Enjoy my stay. Thank you. I enjoy my stay. No, hey, Bishop, I'm glad you're here. Glad to have you here. I'm excited to see where things go, and I'm excited to have a lot of you come along for the investigation. I really want to make this an interesting one and make this fun. In 3.0, I did a lot more investigation RP, which is really funny because I started 3.0 doing investigations, and I started off Flop's career in 3.0 with a giant homicide investigation. And now I'm starting off 4.0 with a giant attempted homicide investigation. Are we ending stream? No. There's a restart happening right now, actually. Not ending. But yeah, no, we're not. We're not ending. I remember flopping 2.0. I didn't watch much of 3, yeah. What's up, Togs? How you doing? So is there going to be a separate detective squad? Possibly. We had one in 3.0, but Lurk or unlurk not working. We had a lot of people pop in. It would not surprise me if the bot was just fucked up right now. Investigator flops. Wouldn't be his first rodeo. Oh, shit. Stream Elements might have had a stroke. Maybe. I don't know. If not, what then? Zarg, it's early to answer that question. To help maybe answer that question, we need to figure out what happened, because I'll tell you flat out right now, the thought process that I have currently is that if he got shot in the head and left unseen and a car fled, that is right now that is the quintessential like reason why it's not a like cut and dry like robbery case, was the fact that we received a call that we had shots fired first, a car fleeing the scene, then we had an injured person. And when we arrived on scene, a car fled the scene with a plate, and then someone was left back with a gunshot to the back of the head or the front of the head or to the head, or shot just in general, right? So there's going to need to be an interrogation process. We are very limited capacity. He used the gun before he was shot. Like I said, if he was held up or something had happened, this is where we have to investigate, right? Blood, I would almost guarantee, if I had to guess, you probably know the answer, right? I don't know the answer. And this is where the fun comes in. I don't want to know the answer. I never want to know the answer. So this is where we have our fun. Our fun is learning about what happened from different perspectives and creating story. I hope that helps answer your question or your point. I didn't watch it happen with you. It is a roleplay server. We need to have our time on the PD to gather the information from our side. Like I said, if you guys want to talk about any of it, I have a meta chat. Feel free to go in there, go wild. I don't care. Just don't talk shit about other streamers. There weren't any cards fleeing though. Hello, welcome to the stream, first time chatter. It's me, the streamer. Let me introduce you to our information. Robbery with a deadly weapon, 31 Bravo. Vehicle seen fleeing from Joshua Road. Oh my God, it was a Seminole fleeing westbound from the direct vicinity of where we had a gunshot, where we had a deadly weapon call and an injured person. Oh, crazy. Would being instructed to uncuff Murphy at the hospital be significant enough to add to a statement? No. Officers following orders. That has nothing to do. A police statement should only include enough to explain and articulate the charges. Uncuffing Murphy would have nothing to do with the charges he's receiving. Who called the vehicle fleeing in? Locals. Anybody. It could have been literally anyone. Did the judge get charged? No, not yet. Locals can call in shit. That's how we get calls on the server. That is the process of how we get calls on the server. If there's are locals in the area, we will receive calls because somebody was there. I mean, we used to make jokes on the server that birds would call and stuff. Don't know if that's actually true, but we used to have the running joke that birds can call in 911. What's up, Panda? I haven't really seen any cop RP, but the system looks really interesting. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot to understand and get down with, but I am more than willing to help answer any questions people may have. Like I said, I can be a smart ass at times, but at the end of the day, I want to, again, educate people about what they're seeing, because it's more fun for me to know that you guys also understand what is going on screen, right? If you don't understand what's going on and I'm just doing things, then there's a level of misunderstanding. I wanna do whatever I can to make sure that there is an understanding of the level of RP that's going on. So fuck. I feel like that didn't make any sense. I kind of lost my train of thought. So now we wait till he wakes up in the ICU. Well, the only thing we have right now is that we have to wait for an interrogation with Braun. But even then, the statute of limitations on the server is that we have 30 days to press charges. So we don't need to charge him instantly. Hey, Vinny, we're not going to have that here, boss, all right?
Hey, let's meet up next week.
God damn it. I don't get that part. Oh, I almost pulled up the... okay, because there is a level of there is a level of,
well, if it isn't just the guy I wanted to see.
Give me 1 second, bear with me. It's good to see you, Barrick. How you doing?
One
Motherfucker. Right. So we work based off of dispatch calls. What we know in character is that dispatch is reporting that somebody called it in as the vehicle fled the scene. Information, the I is our information. The information that we received is that there is a vehicle that fled the scene of a robbery involving a deadly weapon from Joshua Road. The vehicle was seen headed westbound. This is the plate that the local called in, and it was a Seminole, right? We treat the information as what we work off of. That's our foundation to work off of, right? So that's what we have, is that a vehicle fled the scene, and now we're here. So I don't know if that helps answer your question. I don't know how to really answer that properly, I guess. What the fuck?
You still owe me a drink. I don't.
When people start buying cars instead of renting, does it make finding plates easier? It could give us the name of somebody. I have to ask this, but the Slack stream, yeah, that's Sab. I mean, like, what actually makes the game locals call that vehicle fleeing in versus, say, a person was in the wrong place at the wrong time and simply drove his car from a park spot nearby? Does that get pinged as well? You know, Bear, I don't think I can answer that. Not because I don't want to, because I don't have the answer. That would be a dev question. We don't know how the system works. We could have an understanding as to maybe how the calls work, but we're not out here playing an MMO, right? We're out here just gathering information. But that's what's fun, is vehicles seen fleeing, right?
Forward.
That's one
Howdy.
thing. But
Howdy.
so, in theory, yes. In theory, yes.
we
What?
doing today,
We're
fellas?
playing an MMO.
Good.
Pretty good. Been a hell of a day.
Pretty good.
Oh yeah, what's been going on?
Ooh, Flop. I'm reading that report, by the way.
You like it?
Looks good so far.
Thank you. I tried to put as much information as I could as possible. Is there anything in that you think needs to be added, changed, or?
Do you want me to even place my statement? I didn't even do anything. I got there when you guys were ready to leave. So
Well, that's what I wanted to ask. Do you want me to put my information in regards to the report the other night, or do you want to just like attach it?
what other than that?
The one where Judge Braun,
I don't think we can make that connection yet. After we speak to him, maybe he might give us, a clue as far as what's going on.
I just found it coincidental that it was the exact same scene that we arrived on.
Yeah,
with
I mean,
Judge Braun, who found the suspect guilty on that scene.
yeah, I mean, we should probably check who also had trial with Judge Brown recently too, as well.
Yeah.
Captain Slacks, to answer your question, even if you were just there for 2 minutes, I think having any statements for something of this capacity, I feel like we should just get any and all information down on paper, just so we have it. If we end up not needing a statement, that's great. But I've already made note that you were involved at the hospital and helping out. If you think that if what I included for you was enough, then great. If not, even if it's a couple sentences, I think would help. But
Yeah, I mean, I can say I responded to a call and then I have arrived and went back to the hospital. I can write that if you want. It's up to you. It's just I don't add like a little bit of fluff that's not necessary in here.
I think for something like this, I think fluff or not, I think having any information about cops' involvements should be good on something like this.
Sounds
'Cause
good.
we don't have
I'll
the full
add-
information.
I'll add my estimate I took as far as what happened with Archer. So
Okay.
with that now on.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hey, Cletus.
Can I ask you what linked the kidnapping with Bronson?
We-
I'm curious. I
we
did
usually
not.
just
Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate the
just
help. Great
talk about
RP. I
whatever,
got
do
you,
whatever
Bear.
for the first 20. You got 7 minutes. You want to go up there and be maybe a stand-up comedian?
I didn't make the connection. What we're trying to
Any
do
jokes?
is so
I don't tell jokes.
Braun
Damn it.
usually hangs out in front of the courthouse.
Slacks. I don't tell jokes. I ain't here to tell jokes. I'm here to do my damn job.
Can you tell me a story?
Sorry,
Uh,
I'll step away to explain this. So
I got no damn story.
Braun
I don't do
is
nothing.
typically in front of the courthouse, and typically judges are seen in front of the courthouse. So the question is, if we can get the 911 caller to explain who was kidnapped, it gives us an idea of a timeline. If they come back and they say, yeah, no, some guy with a pink dildo in his hand and a pink hat and googly sunglasses was kidnapped with orange underwear, we could probably assume that it wasn't Murphy Braun, right? But what we're stating is that we got a 911 earlier from somebody being kidnapped from the courthouse, which we should already be investigating because that is a government building. And then later on, we find a government employee incapacitated on a scene. So that's where the connection comes in. It could be related. It could be completely unrelated. We're not going to know unless we get in touch with the 911 caller. So. Kidnapping is the only thing saving Braun, it feels like. There's more. I'll be honest. There's more. Hello.
Hope these desks. Made real
The other
quick.
thing too is that we had a vehicle
Yeah.
fleeing from the scene, shots fired, and Braun was shot in the head. typically if someone's shot in the
These,
head,
these desks look like them damn shitty Sweden IKEA desks.
there needs to be more of an investigation.
You know, we
That's
need good
fair.
old American. You know, we need damn cedar. We need no, not cedar. We need oak. Yeah, that's what we need.
Yeah,
We
there
need
you
oak.
go. That'd be
Yeah.
nice.
Sorry.
These just remind me of lectures and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Are you, what are
Sorry,
you pledging to, Flum?
I'm just saluting to the desk for its service.
Relax sitting on that box, huh?
Uh-huh.
Nice box.
Just like
That
years
is a good
ago.
buck. Hey, so what the hell's gonna happen with that damn which judge is it? Judge gun situation?
That was Braun. The only thing that I can do at this point is get him into an interrogation room when he's out of the ICU, question him and get his side of the story. And I'm probably gonna want to talk to the captains and get a better idea as to what they want to do. This is gonna be a difficult one to, I guess, figure out, because there's a couple factors that would, I think, one, possibly defend Braun, but two, the whole other side of this is that by the letter of the law, we have him dead to rights. So it's really going to come down to how Braun explains it. It's going to come down to how we're able to proceed with it. And then I'm going to speak with the captains about the information we have from the interrogation and hope we get something. I'm also going to try and request a phone subpoena. We can see who he's been in contact with in the last 24 hours. So that we can see if he's been in contact with anybody we can try and question and or interrogate. But
Wait a second. So Judge Braun was found with a PD firearm.
check the recent incident. But
Yeah, that's what I'm looking
in
at.
short,
That's-
yes.
Yeah, Barrick, you're gonna love that. Now that's a doozy. That's a story.
And what was like the circumstance of him being found?
I actually don't know. I was there.
What was the
Maple
question?
Flat,
Sorry?
were you all there?
What was like
How'd
the
y'all find
circumstance of him being found?
If you check evidence,
Well, I know, Flob.
no,
I know I can look
Photo-
at the report
photo-
and find out, but
Shut
I'm
up.
trying to like.
Shut up. Look at photo of location. I added all the cat alerts we got. So it started with gunshots. We were responding to gunshots. During the time getting up to Joshua, it turned into robbery with a deadly weapon. Okay. We have a robbery with a deadly weapon. Then it became a vehicle fleeing from that scene. Then it ended off with a 47. So when we arrived on scene, the only thing we had was Braun incapacitated with a gunshot to the head. GSR positive, frisked, PD weapon, searched, more magazines were found, and then he was cuffed and brought down, and he was unconscious from the time I saw him to the time he made it to the hospital, and we have yet to really question him or get anything else other than what we have in general.
So okay, let's see. So you heard shots with a deadly. No, sorry, robbery with a deadly. Gunshots reported, and so he was found incapacitated at that location. Right,
Correct.
and then whenever you went and saw him, gunshots reported. You GSR'd him, GSR positive. So you frisked him. You're like, okay, what you got in your pants there, buddy? And then you checked his pants, and
I
then
checked
you found
his bulge.
you checked his bulge, and then you found the PD Glock, and
It was a big bulge.
that's a big ass bulge. You got one, you got a PD Glock and 5 magazines.
It's a huge bulge.
Yeah, that's
You know,
big as
honestly,
shit.
I was kind of jealous. He was packing.
Yeah, what the hell? That's more than I carry.
That motherfucker was more prepared than I was for a shootout. Well, Flex, I'm gonna just keep
So
it a buck
what'd
with
he
you.
say?
I'm gonna give you an
You
opportunity to
dogged
sit
him?
back,
What's
chill,
Ron
and
saying?
relax, or I'm just gonna boot you, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're really trying to nitpick something so
What is Braun
fucking
saying? Is
pointless.
this was he yesterday or 2 days ago where Braun proceeded off of or
You
like
want to know what he said?
what did he say? Okay, so he's in the hospital.
I don't got a fucking clue. He in the ICU, dog.
Well, listen, he was the judge for the bench trial with John Paul.
We can't
Over
make that
that,
connection yet until we talk to Braun, because we've already discussed this.
I mean, I understand, but I'm saying like if this information hasn't been pushed forward, because as he was leaving the courthouse, I think Maple was escorting him, and
Yeah, we've already
he had a lot of comments.
we've already discussed the possibilities of that. Until we talk to Braun and get context and information, there's really not much that we can do to make that connection. I think it's good to make note of, but we can't. We don't have any PC for that.
Yeah, you can't really.
From an-
There's
I
no
mean,
hard
I understand
evidence.
that,
Yeah.
but I also, I don't know. I personally like this whole situation, just based off of what you told me, does not scream like this guy is guilty.
That's why if he was able to talk today, I would still be hesitant about pushing charges immediately. I plan on doing a thorough, full through and through investigation on Braun's phone, interrogating him. We had a 911. I don't even know how long beforehand of people being kidnapped from the courthouse or city hall.
I think it was documented by Kit. I think it was about
Yeah.
20 minutes.
So I want to get a clothing description and what that person saw if we're able to get confirmation.
Half hour difference.
Yeah, there's a lot that needs to happen, but it's not going to happen until we're able to speak to Braun and we're able to speak to the other people. Because I agree with you. I think that there is some reservation to what we found on scene. It's just going to be a matter of time to, I guess wait to speak to our prime victim and or suspect.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Why the hell did a GSR test positive?
Anybody that's on a scene where gunshots are involved, I always GSR test, and that's the question.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not saying why did you? I'm saying why did he test positive if he didn't shoot a gun himself?
That's a good point.
I mean, I think
I didn't notice that, but
yeah, I think if he tested positive, and we don't have, I mean, we have a shots fired call. Let me see. Looking at this photo, gunshots reported 32 minutes ago. I mean, how far after the GSR test? Or sorry, how long after the gunshots reported did you do the GSR test? Do you have that documented?
Minutes. In the process, it was from me to get. So we initially responded to shots fired, and by the time the 47 went off, I mean, Maple, what would you say? It was probably what, 3 minutes? Good talk. It was probably about 3 minutes. 3-4 minutes.
Okay, well, shit. Oh, so y'all were like right there.
By the time we got the 47, I was probably just coming off of Sonora Freeway into Sandy Shores, and then I took Route 68 west, and then made the right on Joshua, and was there. So from that point, it was probably like 3 or 4 minutes.
Wow. Okay. I mean, and there's no other gunshots reported prior to this?
No, we didn't have anything else prior. In fact, I think the call before that was a 47, completely unrelated. Here's the reality.
This is, I'm gonna be honest. This looks bad.
It's bad. It looks bad. But again, the issue that I'm dealing with is letter of the law states we have him dead to rights. I can't throw someone who is unconscious in prison, right? He's in the ICU. I'm gonna have to talk to him anyway, and at that point, I'm gonna consolidate with the captains. But unfortunately, there's really nothing I can do at this point. Even if I was to charge him today, I wouldn't have any legal right to, considering his medical condition. I need him to be
That's
medically
true,
cleared
actually.
before following through with anything anyway. I can't even technically Mirandize him currently. And if he's got a bullet lodged in his head, then yeah, there's a good chance that we might be waiting a while before I actually get a chance to even have a proper conversation with him. It's just going to be a waiting game.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, I mean, he's got a. I mean, this is some shit. I mean, this looks bad. I think there's a
Yep.
world where there's absolutely a world where he's not guilty, but it is not. I mean, it is not likely. I mean, just
Well, another problem with that report, the biggest problem
what's
What do you
that?
got?
is you could articulate a lot more if we had a casings.
You are preaching to a
And
choir.
that's the worst fucking part about that is
Yeah.
We just
could
don't have the tech
potentially-
yet.
He could potentially claim, "Oh yeah, I shot in self-defense." I mean, it doesn't negate the possession charge. That's he could wake up and be like, "Oh, I don't know, that was put on me."
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's a possession charge. He's shit out of luck.
That's where I'm at with it. We don't have a serial. We don't have anything.
I mean,
I need-
damn, he's gonna lose his job if this goes through, ain't it?
I mean, like I said, it's going to depend. We are working half capacity on what is unfortunately a much bigger case. And I think I'm going to be pleading to the captains just how strenuous and important having a place to process some of this evidence is going to be moving forward. Because unfortunately, I do fear, in good faith, a judge's job could be on the line right now.
Yeah.
And it sucks to
I
say
mean-
that, but based on the tools that we have at hand, we can't process any of this other than the good word of others, which is, unfortunately, to brass tacks, he said, she said.
See, here's the thing. I'm just gonna be entirely honest with you. If I'm sitting here and I'm looking at all this evidence and I see everything that I see, and this is without hearing, a victim statement or whatever the statement is, without hearing from Braun, right? I mean, he's donezo. This is one of those things. I would look at this and I would say he's guilty as shit.
Mhm.
Yep.
Now,
We got him on
I mean-
everything there.
yeah. Now, I also know that you take things to bench trials and then all this kind of shit comes out the woodwork. So this judge is going to need a hell of a lawyer to help him get out of this.
In a situation with a case this big, I would not take it to bench. I would put this on the docket and have a full proper day in court for something like this if this goes to the
Right.
docket.
Right. That's something like this that's exactly what it's going to end up being. I mean, shit, does he need a lawyer? I mean, he's a judge. I mean, hell, I don't know. I mean, this is going to be,
he does need a lawyer.
yeah, this is going to be something.
It will be. It's going to be interesting. What makes it all the more interesting is the fact that Braun had decided on a case like this early, like before.
That's what I was just talking about.
And now he's
then,
been, yeah,
yeah,
he's been
like the
put in
comments
the.
that were being made when we escorted.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
don't
What
And,
were
want
the
to go far.
comments?
I think John Paul was saying this is going to start a whole bunch of shit now, and like
Yeah, something about like this is like a dangerous precedent that you're setting.
yeah, it's a danger. It is. That's what
Along
he said.
those
He said it was a
lines.
dangerous precedent.
McNulty, is there a reason you're sitting all the way in the back? McNulty. All right. Why don't you take a seat there, Cornwood? Oh, you mind taking a
sorry.
seat in the chair?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're heading this case up, right? There, Flop.
What was that? I'm sorry, sir.
You're heading
Use
this
your voice.
case
Yep.
up.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to raise my voice too much. You guys can't hear me.
Yep, I can hear you.
I'll come a little bit closer.
No,
We'll
no,
do
no.
this,
You're
all right?
you're good. You're good. Yes,
I was having a hard-
I am sort of running the show at the moment.
Okay. Well, obviously, are you having anyone with you, or are you going to be running all the interviews yourself?
I believe I have Kit who's helping me out with the previous 911 call from earlier, and I've asked broadly, if a captain could help assist, and I believe Slacks is helping me. If I need further assistance, obviously I'm extending that out to you, but I do want to keep a captain in line for this.
Yeah, that'd be good. All right. Just let us know then. If you need anything, all right?
Absolutely, sir. I should be good. I think I have an idea as to where I need to go here. It's just gonna come down to, primarily speaking, with Braun.
Okay. Who is this, Slacks?
One of the newly hired receptionists.
Okay, all right.
Miss, you want to introduce yourself?
Good morning. My name is Dawn Winters.
Good to meet you, Don.
Hi there,
Pleasure,
Don.
Don.
Welcome.
Howdy, Don.
Well, we were just talking to Flop about the whole scenario and seeing if he needs any help with it. Besides that, we haven't covered much. Is there anything specific you want to cover here right now?
Vehicle repairs. Make sure y'all are repairing your cars and placing back in. Obviously, right now it's getting harder to track, but we're going through vehicles. People are getting audited. Take this as your final warning. If you have any vehicles that you do not repair, and your name comes up, you'll be punished.
I think we've covered this quite a bit in shift 3. Just, make sure it's in good condition. If it's not, bring it to one of the captains. Let them know. Let them know who did it last. Snap a photo of it. If we need to put in a report or whatever the case is. People need to be repairing their vehicles. It's unfair for you to get in a damaged vehicle, but you're repairing your vehicle every single time. Now, things do happen. So as long as there's a line of communication with them, you can check in with them. But just make sure you're doing your part, all right? We'll deal with talking to people.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we're getting was it upgraded parts there, Slacks? Is that...
Yeah.
So
Stronger parts are more durable. That way, our wear and tear is not as bad as it is right now, because a lot of our cars are having a lot of mileage on them, and as a result, it's affecting their performance.
So hopefully they won't break down as quickly, but obviously, Cornwood, we still got to take care of our vehicles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We do have Academy for shift 3.
Woo!
Right, that's starting in
Finally.
exactly 1 hour.
Reinforcement is here, y'all.
Yeah, we have 9 people for this shift in the Academy.
Nice.
That does not mean we're gonna have 9 at the end of it, though.
I'm not gonna be here.
What was that, McNulty?
I won't be here.
You won't be here.
No, I will get on duty for the meeting and to fix the car I used prior to shift.
Okay, all right. So we'll have 9 recruits. Okay. I'm gonna be pulling most likely 1 or 2 of you at most, or probably 1 of you to run a segment or 2, and then I'll cycle you out with someone else. So, who's gonna be around for, let's say, the next 5 hours, like 3 to 5 hours? This guy, Eric.
I'm gonna be a lot
all of you. Okay.
lower on the 3 an hour, but
Okay.
I will be available.
So what I'll do is probably bring you in first there, Flop, and then I'll get Sky or Barrick or both to come in. The sections, let me see here, give me one moment.
My suggestion to you guys talking about it
So
in chat
the sections that we're going to be covering here
is to
today
take it out of chat.
on day 2 of the Academy is going to be scene control, booking,
I don't
processing,
wanna know
radio
about it.
etiquette, use of force, and firearm training.
I want this RP to
So
be
if
as
anybody
organic
has any
as possible.
preferences on what they
I have
want
a
to
meta
teach,
channel
that
in my
would be
Discord.
U4,
Please feel free.
U3, U4. Make it known. We go over it. Radio etiquette is one I really want to touch up on quite a bit. Use of force, put some scenarios out there. Have them identify what level of force is being used and at what times. Scene control. I mean, we're going to go over this. We have 4 to 6 hours to cover these subjects. I want to make sure we use essentially as much time as we need within that allotted time to make sure that it gets through to them. Okay. You can break them up into groups, whatever we want to end up doing. Tomorrow is going to be traffic stops and pursuits. That's it. We're going to focus purely on those. So we want to make sure we have good radio etiquette and good levels of force assigned. People aware of them,
Now
right?
you guys are good.
And if you have
I
any
just-
specific areas they'd like to touch up on here today?
For
Can you go
Academy
through
or
the list of
for-
the ones today? Again?
For Academy, right? The ones for today is scene control, booking, processing, radio etiquette, use of force, and firearm.
No matter
training.
what going forward, I appreciate it. I just want to make it interesting and fun for everybody. That's my goal.
Is anyone comfortable in those that they want to be able to teach?
I'm comfortable in booking or in processing or honestly whatever you need. Doesn't really matter.
All right. Then you can do booking and processing. Flop, is there anything specific you want to do?
Honestly,
First guy.
I'm game for anything you would need me in. Radio etiquette is probably a good one. I think radio etiquette is one that I feel like I'm pretty decent with, and am able to teach.
That is a big one too that I want to make sure we are covering.
Okay.
So, Sky, Maple, either of you have something you want to touch on specifically? We have scene control, use of force, firearms training.
Either scene control or use of force, I guess.
Up to you. Whatever you like.
Well, for sorry work, hell yeah, Milla. I appreciate having you here.
Probably scene control.
Scene control. All right. All right.
Okay,
So
I'll
you're go forward there, Maple.
I'll let you guys pick first, since I'm not really shift 3, I'm shift 2. Although I am here a lot, I'll let people who are primarily shift 3 take their pick first, and I'll clean up whatever's left.
I can double up on the use of force as well if you need. I don't mind.
No, we'll keep you on booking and processing. Sky on scene control, and then Flop, I'll have you do radio etiquette. Well, firearm and use of force, I'll cover those. We'll do a quick uniform inspection once everybody gets here. We'll go through it all. Make sure everybody's up to par. They have all their equipment they need for the day, which they have been issued equipment. All but one recruit's been issued equipment. They're not to have any firearms, tasers on them. They're still in their lock boxes in their lockers. Okay, so none of them should have any bullets, mags, weapons on them at all today. Most of today's training will be done here, at least for the first, let's say, two scenarios, which will be scene control, booking, processing will be done here at the station, so we can use the station to show booking and processing, intake, and everything like that. Radio etiquette, use of force, and firearm training. We'll head up to Fort Zancudo. We'll do our training up there. At that point, they'll all be issued there, or they'll be grabbing their firearms and taking them up there with us, and we'll go through that there. All right. Any
Sounds
questions
good.
on it?
I have a quick side question.
Sure.
Do you have written down information that you want us to follow, or would you like us to kind of formulate our own explanations?
There is a list I will provide you. It's not very detailed. Yeah, we need to be. This is more our first academy, so we're kind of jotting down how exactly we want to do this. The scenarios we want to go through. Obviously, for scene control, things that are realistic, like senior buns, things like that. Where we're going to be having mass crowds and just situations where things go violent. Essentially, you're going to be formulating your own approach to it. And if anybody else that's there at that time has something they want to add, they can add it at the end or talk in the middle of it. We can act things out, whatever we got to do.
Okay. Sounds good.
What I'll do is scene control. That's you, right, Sky?
Yes.
Okay, so that's the first thing we're going to go over. We're going to do it here at MRPD. So I'll have you with me from the start, as well as you, Barrick, I'll have with you, with us. So as soon as Sky is done, you're going to take over, and then I'm going to get Flop to come down. So we kind of have a little bit of overlapping, so we're not waiting in case you're tied up with something.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
Maple.
Yep.
What I have you on? Did I have you on
right
anything?
now.
Nothing.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I'm ready to just clean up whatever you need me to clean up with.
You can help me out with
I
use of force and firearm training if you want after down at Fort Zancudo, but that's probably going to be in about 4 hours, 5 hours. Are you still around for that?
1 second. Let me count.
All right. Gurgle, thank you for the 2 months. I appreciate you.
can't
Thank you guys
count
for all
before
the
No,
new subs
I'm
and all
more
the
so meant
resubs today. I
what
appreciate
hour
it.
that is going to be.
Thank you.
And that is going to be about like almost 8 a.m. So I don't think that I will be around for that.
Okay.
But
Well, tomorrow I'll definitely be needing some more help with traffic stops and pursuits, breaking the groups up into two, and having FTOs helping out with that. So.
I can stay up tomorrow late too if you need help.
Dispatch.
I'm not usually
125.
around on Sundays, but I
Okay.
can be this
Oh,
time.
it's up to you. If you're around, I'll use you.
I'd like to help
If-
with pursuits.
Go ahead there, Sky.
I was gonna say if Maple wanted, he could take the scene control, and then I can do use of force since I'll be around.
I honestly, it's your guys' call because this is your
I'm gonna
shift.
show you guys
not
what I'm
shift
gonna
3,
be.
I'm shift 2 primarily. So I would rather you guys handle your shift how you want, and then I'll clean up whatever is left. I have no problem with it.
I think we have a good setup right now for the first
Utilize
3, and then I'll
dispatch,
take the
example of
last 2
dispatch,
and probably
125,
keep one person
1041
behind
call
for use of
signs
force
are
and firearm
important.
training. So who's who's radio etiquette to you, right, Flop?
Yes.
I'll probably keep you with me for most of the time until the end of it. Are you good for that time?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm
Okay.
I'm all in. What time do you want me to meet you? And also, would you like me to get your uniform?
Yeah, we're gonna need to get this uniform for everyone. I will call you down since you're on the 3rd. So once scene controls finish and booking and processing starts, I'd imagine within an hour and a half of the start of the academy, probably an hour, you'll be called down.
Okay. Works
So
for me.
I would imagine about an hour and 50 minutes from now.
Sounds good.
I have this uniform already up for in the men's catalog, up on our uniform SOPs. That's temporary for the time being. I don't know if we're gonna keep that up there, but that's where we're at least for men we can find that. Unfortunately, Sky, I can't tell you what the catalog looks like for you.
There should be one for females, right? I've seen one for
I-
females.
Well, there is, but not
I'll
these
take a
outfits.
peek through it.
Okay. All right. Good. What else do we got for the meeting? Anyone got anything they want to bring up? Anything that's happened? Anything notable?
I'll kind of reiterate this for everybody in the room. If you happen to see a 311 from nurses about Murphy Braun being in the ICU and ready to be released, he is currently being held in police custody. Please get in touch with me.
You can just make a bolo as well too, Flop.
If you'd
A
like me to
separate
do that,
report.
that's fine.
Yeah. Just that way, officers can see it there, and you just handle it. If Murphy Brown wakes up from hospital, contact you.
Okay. Sounds good.
Questions also regarding bolas. How long should we keep them up for? Mine's been up since the 2nd. It's now the 5th.
I would say roughly 2, 3, 4 days. It really depends on what it regards to. If it has any leads, good detailed information that we can actually work off of. I would imagine we're looking at about 3 days. And once that's done, captains will most likely go through and turn it back to reports.
Yeah, I mean, I would treat it like a warrant, honestly. 5 days maximum.
Anything else y'all got questions for? All right. Those of you who are going to be helping out with the academy, let's get that outfit all sorted on your hangers, and let's get out there. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Really quick question: does anybody have anything to eat? I hate doing this. I don't
Vending
have food.
machine.
Is there a vending machine?
Don't have any.
You don't know about the vending machine in the lobby?
I don't have
I'm
food.
sorry I can't help you out, but
I didn't actually, sir.
McNulty.
Oh yeah, come on out.
Can you eat
I
like
need to
that
get some
in front
food
of
too.
him?
Awesome.
Zex, I need to talk to you.
Savage.
well, come here, Flop.
That was actually kind of
sad bastard.
That was cold. That was cold.
What the fuck? I felt that on a personal level.
Dawn, you follow me as well?
Thanks, man.
No worries.
Oh God.
What was your name, darling? Dawn.
Dawn.
Like the dawn of a new day.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I just. Come here, you sad bastard.
Access where?
Okay, see if you can start that clipboard and see if they can give you keys.
All right. Let me do this real quick too. 956. You guys want to see something fucking cool? Check this shit out. Oh god, it's so fucking cool.
Hell, I wish.
Oh my god.
What do you mean you would?
I got a fire extinguisher. I can put it out.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be
Well, if
fun.
ain't no fire, don't be running.
All right. Thanks, Cap.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Cap. What do you think? What do you think we should be doing tomorrow with? I mean, you might not be on duty.
Check
yet
this shit.
tomorrow,
Check this
but,
shit. Boom. You see this reference?
riot
Click
happened.
it.
It's the
Boom.
riot.
Woo.
And it's during academy. How long are y'all gonna be going for tonight for academy?
Where did the captain say that this was in the SOPs?
In the clothing. It's not in the SOPs. It's a separate document.
No, I know. Is that under our actual SOPs or the new hire information?
It should just be in the master document.
I'm
just email it.
Thank you. Jams? Listen, I only come in swinging with the fucking jams, man. All right. Standard uniform, Academy FTO uniform. Okay, here we go. Dude, this song sounds sick, though. I've never heard this song before. All right, let's do it. Four, 5, 8, 1, 6, 1. Pants, or sorry, shoes is 130. You guys keep bringing up coma. I'm so fucking confused. The dude's in the ICU. That's it. Hold on. There we go. No, he's in the ICU. The reason people go into the ICU is because it allows RP to have an opportunity to kind of come down a little bit. It allows us to draw out RP. That's it. What is this jam? Exclamation point song. It is In the Face of Evil by Magic Sword. 59, 60, or 61. Let's see what vest we have. $59, 60, 61. Ooh, I think this one looks pretty cool. Also allows sleep when very needed. Yeah. No, you're good, Jack. A lot of people are coming in and they're asking why we can't just speedrun it. And the answer is just put simply that people need an opportunity to let roleplay kind of come to a fizzle, right? You ever see a movie where it's just all action and non-stop action? Eventually, the action doesn't become entertaining anymore, right? You need to slow things down before they can pick back up. And for us to stay interested as well, we need things to slow back down as well. Undershirt 203, 204. Where's undershirts? There it is. 203, 204, 203. Definitely went 204. Earpiece is optional. Got that. Got that. Let's get arms, and then I think we're good. Where are arms and gloves? Okay. No. We not just have one for... Damn, what the fuck? I thought we did. Okay, well, I guess that'll do. All right. So there's always something to come back to. Well, the reality is this. We want to enjoy it too, right? But again, just like an action movie, you see an action movie. This vest is going to drive me insane cutting in my arm like that. I'm switching vests. The reality is that if we slow down RP, give it a little bit of time for some interpretation, right? Let it kind of go over a little bit. At least at that point. Okay, I'm actually going to go with this one. I think 61's allowed. That's a little bit better. For things to slow down and for things to still stay interesting, right? We don't want action 24/7. We want things to slow down so we can have an opportunity to process too, because we want to give the best RP experience to each other, and to the other people involved. So. Okay. Gotta let it percolate. That's a big word. A fun word. I just want Murphy to get Rami as a lawyer role reversal. I mean, I don't want to spoil too much, but I've already got kind of an idea, but there'd be no fun in me explaining to you what my thought process is, and telling you everything that I kind of have in mind. You guys know what I have in mind, but we haven't followed through anything yet. I'm a big word kind of guy. What is everybody's favorite big word? Come. Nice. What the fuck are you doing? Damn. All right. Well, we got to go and save this and then... Oh gosh, insubstantiation? Woo, fuck. Disestablishmentarianism? .125 radio check. Dispatch 125. Gonna be 10-7-76 to Little Seoul Apartments. Gonna fold up my academy clothes, throw on my uniform.
Flop, you should be able to do that at MRPD.
Since when?
since like 3 weeks ago, bud.
125.76 MRPD. Area, the fact that you came